Facebook. It'll take just 1 minute. Hope you're doing well. And I think we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to our weekly video. I'm Sami Abusad, Director of Education at T3 Live. We're going to do what we always do, which is go over some swing ideas for the upcoming week and go over the market. Hope you're doing well. I would appreciate it if you hit the like button if you find benefit in today's video. And before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss today is for educational purposes only. Also, while you're at it, if you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description. Link for that free ebook is in the description. But let's go ahead and get started. First, we're gonna go over the market, as we always do. I typed up the list in the description of the video, so go ahead and scroll down to the bottom, get that list, and let's go over it together, okay? That's 13 symbols long, 2 symbols short. The shorts don't look good, but we'll talk about that in a minute. First, the market. We had a pretty nice breakout on Wednesday, I guess. And Thursday and Friday, we had narrow range days. So what that means is we can either have a continuation move up, right? Or a failure of that breakout by breaking under the last 2 days is low. So under 323.73, that would be bearish. Again, on the Qs, which represents the NASDAQ, it's the tracking ETF for the NASDAQ 100, under 323.73, that would be bearish. Okay? Over 327.13, bullish. Okay? So I'm just giving you the numbers basically. In general, when I see a breakout, I like to see 2 green bars in a row. 2 green bars in a row. When I see 1 green bar, so you get the breakout, and then 1 green bar, and then followed by a doji bar, then that sets up a play either for a continuation higher, in which case you can play it as a 1, 2, 3, or if it breaks under the doji bar, then that might be lead to a potential breakout failure. So that's exactly what we have here. Of course, I am well aware that the market is incredibly bullish. In fact, I think we are probably in the early stages of a bubble. Just look at how a lot of the small cap stocks are popping. I mean, I think we're in the early stages of a bubble. Okay, we'll know it's a bubble when we start to accelerate. This is the monthly chart of the Qs. We're still printing narrow range bars. So if we start to print wide range green bars, then that would signal perhaps a possible top. Here's the SPY, small bars still. Look at the weekly, small bars. Here's the Qs, small bars still. So we're not ready yet. When we start to print big green bars, then that could lead to a potential sell-off. But for now, you should really be taking advantage of the bullish market that we have. I've been doing really well on bullish days and pretty good, but not as well on bearish days. In fact, because the market is so bullish, I believe it's my I'm on track to this is my 3rd best month ever, I think, so far this year. 181. That's $60,000 a week. So again, I'm on track to have my 3rd best month ever so far, and that's because thanks to the bullish environment. Okay, so loving it, but I think we are in the early stages of a bubble. All right, so for tomorrow, for Monday, I think if we take out 327, I would like it to take out 327. That will signal continuation, and if we break under 323.73, that would signal probably perhaps a pullback. The SPY looks the same, similar, not as strong, and the IWM is just grinding up. Beautiful, also very, very bullish. Okay, we talked about the market. Let's now talk about some swing ideas, amazing swing ideas for tomorrow. The more the better, by the way, with swing plays, because the market is so bullish. I'm finding the more plays I take, the better I do every day. The more plays, the better. AKTS, base breakout, looks beautiful. Over this bar's high, 1543. Stop under 1426. Looks higher. Look at the hourly chart, looks good too. Base breakout. AU is gold. I'm not crazy about gold. Okay, here's my take on gold, just for those that love to trade GLD. It's a mess right now, but if you look at the monthly chart, it's bullish still. In an uptrend, it just went a little climactic, so it wasn't ready to go right back up after this big move up. So I think gold is gonna do okay in the long run, but it's just been consolidating at or near the all-time highs. So it is bullish. Now, my favorite gold stock as of right now, it's not the strongest, but it's the cleanest setup, is AU. So we've had a really nice big rounding bottom on the monthly and had a huge move up, and now we have a pullback to the rising 20 on the monthly chart, to minor support. That the top of the base is minor support. So I like AU higher over 23.73. Stop under 21.98 as a long-term play. If it triggers and goes, I won't even bother managing it because it's really, really sloppy. It's a long-term play. It's not a short-term play. DPW had a nice breakout and is got a pullback now. It's not my favorite idea, but it's not bad. I like it over the double top, over the green bar's high. It looks like it's slightly higher than the red bar's high. Stop under the green bar's low, right there, okay? So DPW, target the prior high is about 10 bucks. That would be 100% gain, okay? DPW. EQT. EQT is oil, and I'll show you a couple of oil stocks that have done pretty well. AR, SWN, and that have the same, that has had this, have had the same pattern, which is, if you look at the monthly, is a transition A on the monthly over here, breakout. I don't know why that monthly looks kind of weird a little bit. Okay, let's go to arithmetic scaling. So you see that transition A on the monthly, SWN, same things, transition A on the monthly. Now EQT, similar pattern. It's a transition A breakout on the monthly chart. You could play it over the base, stop under it, but that would be a big stop. Or on a pullback right here on the daily chart. Over 1654, stop under 1548 as a daily buy setup. FTIV, pretty thin, amazing breakout setting up over 1250, just over 1250. Stop under 1180, 70-cent stop. Amazing breakout. I believe I played it twice over here and somewhere here. Long. This would be the third play right here. Okay, and then target 16 or so. Looks really good. Little thin. IVR, NYMT, and you can add to the list. Check it out. SPG, all mortgage REITs. I like them higher. I had a call on it for I don't know how many days in a row, but it wouldn't trigger and it just popped. And so I like it over 367. Stop under 322. Target 550 and 8 bucks. So that would be target 1, 550, and the prior high 8 bucks or so, target 2. That's the IVR. NYMT is stronger. Look at the base breakout setting up on the daily chart. It already kind of maybe triggered. Yes, it did. But it's not too late. So I like this higher over 394 by 380. And then SPG, also another base breakout. Looks good. A lot of these real estate stocks are starting to look really, really good. SPG maybe even looks better than the other two. Okay. So over the base, stop under it on the SPG. All three look good. Mortgage REITs. KALA, you might be looking at the data chart and wondering, why is Sammy looking at this as a long? There's nothing about it that looks good. Check out the monthly. That's a monthly buy setup. Deep pullback but right at the 20. And if you look at the weekly time frame, we had a breakdown last week of the year, of last year, December. We had a breakdown, and then the breakdown was met by a big green bar, so the breakdown failed. So I just want to see it take out 783, stop under 736. Okay, and that would be a monthly long-term play on the KALA. MDCA is a daily breakout, also monthly transition A, and so I like it. It's really, really thin over the base, stop under it as a long-term play. I'm in a bunch of these that have transitioned on the monthly chart. We have open positions in the newsletter on these, like I'll show you. NNDM is an open play for the newsletter. Check out the monthly. All these transition A breakouts on the monthly chart. We have MBIX, MBRX, MBIO, transition A on the monthly. We have MYO, transition A on the monthly. Check it out. Skyrocketing. No jinx, but I'm just saying. All these transition A on the monthly charts, GSM we have. Okay, from back here. So look at the monthly. Transition A. So all these monthly transition A plays, a transition A play happens when the 20 MA, the declining 20 on the monthly starts to curl and point up. Okay, so just like, you know, NNDM, GSM, MBIO, MYO, they all look the same. So a lot of these also are transitioning on the monthly. Look at the MYO on the monthly. Look at the SELB on the monthly. Does that make sense? A lot of them. The, I don't know, bunch of them. ONCS, let's take a look. ONCS, same. Tour, similar, not as good. So that's the idea, is I'm playing these off the monthly, but I'm using the daily chart to get in, because that gives me a tighter entry, tighter stop. So entry, stop. So that's the MDCA. METX is a transition A, the same concept, but off the daily. The monthly doesn't really look that good. Okay? It's just downtrending on the monthly. So I like it higher over the base, stop under the base, and target about $3 for target 1, and maybe $4 or so for target 2. Okay? On the METX, METX. NYMT we talked about. SPG we talked about. ONCS had a beautiful gap and go. See, over a big red bar, and then it printed kind of it's not quite a narrow range bar, but an indecision bar. So if we take out this bar's high, 743, stop under 655, it will trigger a 1, 2, 3 pattern on the daily chart. So I like it higher. SELB is a daily buy setup, long over 358 by 326, and the monthly is what I like, monthly transition A. Okay, and last but not least is the tour, which looks really good as a daily breakout. Right here, stop under the base and target, it may get back up there. So that would be ideal, but that's the first resistance area, around $3, let's just say. And target 2 would be around 425, okay? On the tour. The shorts, we got a couple. They're not very good. Tesla is disappointing. It's not following through. It looks even higher on the hourly chart. That was an amazing play in one day. It was up over 7K on it. And then it broke down again, you know, a few days later, but it didn't follow through. The red didn't follow through means the red bar did not produce another red bar. It didn't produce 2 red bars in a row. That constitutes follow through. Or if you're looking at it play long, then you want to see 2 green bars in a row. So we didn't get 2 red bars in a row, and it's not looking too hot. But if it breaks under the base, it should make it to the 20 on the daily at least, and maybe on the 20 on the weekly. Okay, 600, but let's just say 700 for now. If it can break under that base 803, but it honestly doesn't look like it's gonna do that, because it had multiple chances, you know, to follow through, and it didn't. Over here, didn't. Over here, didn't. And now it's reclaimed. It's trying to reclaim that 20 on the hourly chart, which means it might even break out. Also, the EV stocks, I don't know, like LU, XPEV, RIDE, they're starting to look higher. LU popped on Thursday, put in a narrow range bar on Friday, so that sets up for a 1, 2, 3 plus kind of a daily base breakout. Long, XPEV is already up and running. Ride has a beautiful daily buy setup, but it's a little deep. The pullback is a little bit deep, but has a daily buy setup. So a lot of these EV stocks are looking higher, plus the clean energy stocks are looking higher. So I lost hope on Tesla that it's going to follow through, but we'll see. I've already lowered my stop on it to 860. So if it takes out the base, I'm going to be out. But we'll see if it follows through or not. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, if you find benefit in the video, to help us grow the channel on YouTube, please hit that like button. We'd appreciate it. If you have any questions, reach out to customer service, info@t3live.com. Again, info@t3live.com. For those that are joining us late, I said I think we are in the early stages of a bubble. And in the meantime, take advantage. I'll show you again one more time that I'm on track to have my third best month ever. That's in 3 weeks, right? Year to date, month to date, it doesn't matter what's the date today is. We have 1 more week left in January, so it's been pretty good. Take advantage. I hope you are in an environment where actually, if you're in a trading room that's not in my room, I hope that the moderator that you're following actually makes money. Shows you that they're making money, because there's a lot of fake ones out there. So at any rate, hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you next week. Take care, everybody, and best of luck with your trading next week. Cheers.